What is good, everyone? Fury here, back with a bit more Grand Blue. This time we're going to be watching a Charlotta player, whose name I do not know, versus the number one Ladiva or Fastiva player, Wataru. Thank you very much for whomever it was that sent me their name. Let's get straight into this. So, as I've spoken about before, Fastiva is my main chicken, so I'm very interested to see how she plays in this matchup. Charlotta's buttons are typically very short and stubby, but in this matchup that's not really the case. She can play quite a traditional footsies game and use the EX headbutt to supplement that in a really nice way. So let's look at this. This is your bread and butter as Fastiva is button, EX headbutt, 50-50. This is the most cookie cutter thing you do with this character. It's very useful because her mid-range pokes are fine, if not somewhat hard to convert a lot of the time, because you can't really hit confirm it super easily. And you know, you have the thing like lariat, whiffing on crouches. So going into the headbutt is, oh, if it hits, I get to hit confirm it. If it doesn't hit, I get to put you in a 50-50. It's a very good situation for her. Going straight into the SPD. What's the mix here? Super jump. Interesting. So Charlotta's DP is kind of slow, so I guess this mix, it looks like a safe jump to me anyway. Getting the mix, does get the airborne hit there. So the crouch jab into stand, 2L into 5M is an okay frame trap. I prefer to do 5L into 5M because it stops people from mashing 5L back at you. But catches, you know, having a move that's got a bit more delay on it is not a bad thing, because it means you can do things like this where you catch them airborne. And if Wataru had actually got the conversion from that, it would have been huge, probably like a corner situation. Right, so we're into the corner pressure game here. Not spending the meter on the, like, that looked like a conscious decision, not a drop to me. I don't know why, but I just kind of get that vibe. Not wanting to spend the meter on the EX headbutt and just happy to keep this corner position. And having one special which you can convert into is kind of an important thing in this game. You don't want to spend all of your resources and then be completely impotent even though you've got them in the corner. So yeah, just trying to play footsies here. Those slow long range buttons are pretty decent in this matchup. There's the EX headbutt. That's interesting. So how you take your turn back after this, it's different for every character, but this is the safest way for Fastiva, as all of the previously mentioned reasons. Sometimes it can whiff, just the EX headbutt is just a bit too far away. But yeah, once again, going for that mix. Third headbutt, it connects. I never do the overhead. I don't know why. It's so important to throw things like this into your mix, especially after a target combo. I guess that's worth thinking about, right? So after the target combo, where she had spent her meter, you know, what are you gonna do if you're halfway through the target combo? Like, she doesn't have a safe special to go into, so the overhead is something you should actually be looking for, really. That and like prematurely ending the target combo and going for something like a command grab. It's very scratchy damage right here. Ooh. Yeah, you have to. So that was an interesting anti-air, right? If that had been a count hit, it would have been quite an easy conversion, but it wasn't a count hit, it was just, you know, a regular hit. Tries to go for the jab to get the pickup on it, and then that would have been lariat or super, but unfortunately just not the correct timing on it. Just playing back and forth, slow game. You know, Fastiva's got that EX headbutt on lock, and Charlotta's got her DP. Okay. That's nice. Good conversion. Yeah, when Charlotta has that, has her 100 hands ready, you know, you have to be scared. You can't just go brain dead, because she can do it a lot safer than you. Starting around in the exact same way. It's such a good mix. Oh, this is nice. Alright, let's watch this whole sequence. So, steals the turn back. Boom. SPD. Whiffs the jump attack, which allows for a quick SPD back. Ooh, whiff again. Interesting. There you go, there's the hands pressure. Ooh, okay, cool. What button did she go for here that allowed for this? So, EX hands block, I think that was the light one. So the button did come out, right? This is the advantage of using slow buttons sometimes, is even though they'll use their quickest button to stop you from trying to steal your turn, you do something slow and it catches it as a punish. That's nice. So you can get some mix off this. That being that right there, if you hit them with a crouching jab, let's go back. If you hit them with a crouching jab, you can actually go straight into sweep, but you can't do that if they're standing. If the opponent's standing, yeah, it doesn't combo. Hey, remember, I'm a grappler. Yeah, you have to do that. You can't, like, Festiva's wake up options are just kind of whack, and she's just not good at just like mashing out a pressure string. So you do have to throw in, you know, the occasional like wake up super. It's just part of the game. Here we go, some nice pressure using that demon flip. Does like the demon flip mix up, like that version of it, like that follow up, is very good. But giving up the corner positioning there is scary. And here, you know, here's going to be the conversion. Fucking hell, that was the rudest read I've ever seen. I'm gonna get back to that. It's fucked up. Gets the sweep, backdashes, walks forward, and then tries to air throw. It's all kind of messed up. I don't know if that was a dropped input, maybe, like trying to do a walk forward headbutt, but yeah. So this is one of the scariest counter hits. Like, this is like a 60% damage combo if done right. Unfortunately, either a bit late on that, or maybe needed to go into like 5M, and then you would get the EX headbutt, and then you can get the air throw or the super. If you catch a lariat counter hit, it fucking sucks in the corner. Ooh, nice. Nice. All of that was great. So how did this even set up? Jump slash into the heavy 5H. You know, it's a slower normal. It's a good one to throw in there. It's just catches someone trying to jump if it's a bit slower. And also just the conversion you'll get if it hits is so big. Goes into the target combo to make it confirmable. Then goes into the headbutt when they see that it is not, when Wataru sees it is not hit. Gets the conversion off that, goes straight into 5M, then super. Perfect, just really good conversion. And we got this corner. I imagine, like, in this situation, when I'm always thinking, like, okay, I've got you in the corner, but I'm not really going to be able to work into my SPD range. So I've got a couple of options here. I either just, like, try and hit you with 5M and just be fine with that as like my win condition, or I wait till headbutt comes back and try to just play a bit more defensive, sort of caging you in the corner, wait for it to come back, and then get my 50-50 Oki. There's the empty jump, try and bait that DP. Doesn't work out. Ooh, into the low. That's not going to kill though. Wait, I don't know this for sure, but I wonder if the Charlotta player could have gone into the other super. I'm not sure. Alright. Already seen massive reversal of situation here, but just getting caught out with that jab. That's a good jab right there. The 5M, the far version, 5L even, is quite good as an anti-air. The hitbox is kind of high on it, especially when compared to like 5M. So yeah, that makes sense. Very low committal. Just trying to play fast and close. The Charlotte player's just doing a really good job of using all those buttons. Already getting to the corner. Getting momentum in this game, you build so much meter so quickly. And this is dead. Fucking hell. Okay, the scaling was pretty harsh on that. But that was, let's watch that whole round again, because how did this open up, right? So it goes for the blanket ball. Festiva trying to take back the turn, but not committing to EX headbutt. Just Charlotte's buttons, you know, are very rarely superior, but in this situation they're good. This matchup particularly. Staggering this target combo pressure. The threat of the 100 hands is making Wataru not press a button, which is really good. If you're able to do like target combos for free, the opponent block it, and you still, it's somehow your turn just due to the threat of one of your specials, like that's a position you want to be in. I like this. A bit more empty jumping, just trying to mix up that approach a bit more. The ground approach has been fine. I think the EX headbutts have definitely complemented the ground approach, but yes, big whiff punish there. I'm surprised that Wataru didn't go for the EX right here. Like, you know, obviously you don't, having the threat of the EX helps a lot in the corner to like create big pressure situations, but in my experience, it's harder to land than, say, an EX headbutt. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, but like I normally spend the meter on the EX lariat and then get the sweep follow up, because this you don't really get any good Oki from. Wow, what is that real? That's so bizarre. Dodges through it and none of this connected. That must have just been like the perfect moment. I wonder if, wow, I wonder if doing dodging from that move, the last target combo, always creates that situation. If so, that's quite cool. I don't really know what the applicable use. Maybe you could SBD in there, but yeah, that's interesting. Cool out of the air. And yeah, Steve is just working to the corner. He's willing to give up a bit of space here. The whiff punishes have been on point, but that's disastrous. That's not where you want to be. Spending all of the meter. Jesus, spending absolutely everything. Gets safe jump low. Oh, that sucks. Man, that sucks. That can do so much damage. So like you can do a 2H straight in. If you do the first hit and it's count hit, you can go straight into B lariat and just do insane damage when you've got meter. Goes to the EX here, but this is the issue with the small character combined with like it's actually something that happens quite commonly. When you go for the EX, after the EX lariat, you try to follow up with a 5M and it just straight up whiffs. You can do things like go for 2M, that's helpful in some matchups. It's depending on the height of the opponent after you've hit the anti-air, but it can be difficult. You have to gauge quite a lot of like different moving parts of that conversion. Just here, really safe jab pressure, not even going for SPD. But, you know, Charlotta just needs one good hit here and it's over. There you go. That's it. Just tap. Super. Classic. Yeah, it's an interesting matchup. I wonder, like, for me, if I was a Charlotta, I feel as if, like, once I've seen Festiva spend her EX headbutt, I would just be rocking the blank ball quite a lot. Like, one of them punishable, but the rest of them are not that punishable. And this is something that I don't think like people are talking about that much with Charlotta right now, is the hands is really good, but when you start just defending the whole thing, man, you build, like, that was 5% meter, right, just for blocking. Right, this is good, man. It's really good. Reset of pressure, big chunk of damage, safe jump. And the super jump, safe jump might not have been best there. Putting yourself in the corner is never going to be a great thing to do. But such a life lead that maybe it was worth it. You know, this game has a block button in it, so cross-ups aren't that deep. And once again, we're back in that situation where Charlotta just has to work to get in. Oh, there's the opening. Alright. Jump forward on wake up, I guess. I mean, that's incredible. That was the read right there. That's mad. Hey, wait, what option did Charlotte? Let's look at this a bit deeper, right? So EX into, that was the throw. Yeah, that was the throw. I wonder how many of the other Demon Flip options that would have beaten. I can't imagine it's many. It feels like a very hard read, but Jesus, paid off, right? Okay, just playing outside of the range. Standard stuff. Good use of the overhead this match, I will say. It's been in the very awkward situations where it's felt like an overhead rather than a throw mix, which is, you know, what we just saw there. This goes straight for the throw, like dash up. That's nice. Man, that's actually, like, the more I watch that sequence, the more mad it is to me. So, headbutt. I guess the Festiva had a read of, like, oh, you're going to DP, you haven't done it in a while. But then Charlotte just runs forward and then just goes straight for the overhead. And I think that's the animation on Festiva's SPD. So, that's quite a read. Nice. There you go. Follow up. Spends the meter. It's corner positioning. Whiff into throw. Yeah, trying to bait something, but you know, you don't really need to bait that much with Festiva. Oh, nice. Parry on. Oh wow, is that guaranteed? I didn't know that. It looks pretty guaranteed to me, yeah. But it begins. So you can spend EX headbutt there in that combo. When you go for the lariat, you have to go use the M's again to get them a bit higher, and then you can do EX headbutt, and then you can then go for the air throw. But having the threat of the headbutt is very helpful, and this is obnoxious. I think everyone in the world has been hit by this. Empty jump, 720. That's rough out here, innit? Let's just watch that last round, because it was a quick one, right? So how does it start off once again? It's very slow, not hitting too many buttons, just willing to give up space just to avoid having to play too much like sort of close range footsies. Once again, everything starts with the EX headbutt, but that time doesn't pay off. Works to the corner. Throw. It's just good solid mix, but it only takes one opening with this character for it to all kind of be over. Nice good instant blocking. Builds a shit ton of meter off it, and there you go. That's literally it. Like one opening, empty jump. Oh my god, that would suck. You got hit by 2 hard reads and lost. That's life right there. That's good shit. I'm glad that there's a character like this in this game. Yeah, I was expecting the Festiva to be a bit faster pace and a bit more scrambly, but it was cool to see it played at such a slow and calculated pace. You don't often like see that from Festiva in general, because you know you just need one hit. You've got high health, so sometimes just begging that one hit can be quite good. But it was cool to see, like, you know, there's 2 really nice whiff punish into lariats. There's some just good slow walk you to the corner pressure, and also a willingness to give up space, which I think a lot of people normally feel uncomfortable with doing. Just because in this game you can block a lot of stuff. You really can. You can block a lot of mix in this game. So actually being in the corner, although it's very difficult to work out of the corner for Festiva, the way that Wataru was playing it was like, okay, I'm not going to do much, but when I do, it's going to be a really fucking hard read on one of your sort of like riskier special moves. And it seemed to really pay off. So that was definitely a cool one. That was a fun game to watch. Festiva is just a rad character in general, and I think I'm like I said in my previous video, I'm wanting to watch the evolution of Charlotta and see what she's about in the future, because I think she could be interesting for sure. When we see people play a bit more obnoxious with her, I think there's going to be some cool setups. So I'm excited to see where this character develops. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that, and yeah, have a great day. Take care.